Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Green Lantern Corps issue 16. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update that I have two reviews that I usually do on Comic Uno that I did on DarkAvengerINC this week, which were Young Avengers issue 1, which is pretty big issue that came out this week, and Green Lantern New Guardians issue 16. So if you want to go check those out, just go in the description below, and there'll be a link for DarkAvengerINC, so you go check out those reviews. But let's talk about Green Lantern Corps issue 16. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little insight of how much I know about Guy Gardner. Really haven't read anything about Guy Gardner, really ever. I've read a couple issues with him, but never really picked up his main series, which is Green Lantern Corps. So this is really one of the first times I've read Guy Gardner, and the reason I picked this up is because it has a lot to do with Green Lantern and continues from Green Lantern. So it is a pretty big issue, and we get to see Baz and Guy together, you know? So let's talk about the cover. Really great art, and again, explains exactly what this issue's about. It continues from Green Lantern, and Baz is saving the day with the Third Army. It's a pretty big Third Army issue, and it progresses some stuff. And it progresses because I've been hearing what's going on with this series beforehand, and I know that Guy got arrested and everything, so it does continue from that a lot. So definitely don't worry. It is connected to Green Lantern, but that doesn't mean that the story that was being told with this series is going to be not told. It's definitely told in this issue. So let's talk about what happened in this issue. With this issue, we get to see Guy, he's in jail, so his brother and sister comes to visit, which I never even knew he had a brother and sister, but it's kind of interesting to see the family dynamic. It made his character a little bit more interesting. And you get to see how this family does care about him, and you're like, yeah, we know you're, Green Lantern, you shouldn't be here. And he's like, how do you lose your ring? So they have a little conversation. And now the Third Army goes to attack. So they, Guy gets his cuffs off, and pretty much I don't think he's going to be staying in jail for that long. Because even the cops say, alright, fine, we'll take it. You just deal with this. We know you're a Green Lantern. So, he has to deal with this, and his brother and sister actually helps also, because I think his older brother is a detective, and his sister is just a regular cop. But they help, which is great art over here, with the Third Army attacking the jail cell, because they want to get Guy Gardner. But then Baz comes in with, whatever his name is, the squirrel guy. I can't think of his name. It's mentioned Green Lantern, but it's a short name. It's like G-Dog? Something like that. So we get to see them. They come in. It's like, oh, well, we're saving your life. He saved, the brother and sister's life. And, he's, Baz just helping Green Lantern is, Guy, and, Guy's like, oh, well, now what? Where's Hal? Like, who are you? He's trying to, figure all this out after all this happens. And Baz's like, oh, Hal, pretty much tells the whole story with the lantern. Yeah, with the ring, actually. If you read Green Lantern, Sinestro and Hal left the message to Baz, and now the message being repeated to Guy. So I think it's a really good tie-in with Green Lantern. I think it's a good continuation if you want to see Baz see Guy Gardner. And if you've been following Green Lantern Corps, I think it was a really good issue. And I think this issue actually gets me tempted to buy more Green Lantern Corps. I don't think I will be picking up monthly, but I think I definitely want to pick up some back issues, see more about, I guess, Guy Gardner in general, and the series in general, maybe see him, go to jail, exactly what happened with that, because I knew that happened just because Grapevine and everything, and YouTube and everyone else, talk about the series. I knew what happened. I know pretty much what's going on with this series, so that was great. But I wanted to see more about his character. I think it was a really interesting issue, and it got me interested. For a character I really never cared about, it got me interested. I think it did its job for people maybe doing this tie-in thing. It did its job for maybe people being interested in the series. So I definitely am going to give this a solid grade of a 4. I think I gave it a 4. Yeah, I gave this a 4. Definitely a solid grade. It was a really good tie-in issue. I'm glad I picked it up this week. And I really was this close to not picking it up because I really didn't know it was tied in until, the day before. And I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up. So I picked up Green Lantern Corps. I really wasn't planning on to pick it up. And I'm actually happy. It's a really good continuation from Green Lantern. And a really cool interaction with Guy and Baz. You can see somewhat they're similar. Not really. But you get to see them interact with each other, which is really fun to see Baz interact with other Green Lantern characters. So very interesting. If you've been following this, I think you'll really enjoy it because, again, the story does progress and he gets out of jail and everything. I think it doesn't progress the Third Army story that so much, but progresses the Green Lantern and the whole entire Green Lantern Corps story that has been going on. And I think this is a great setup for next week for Green Lantern Corps Annual, which is the end of Rise of Third Army, which hasn't been a great story arc because not much happened. So I'm hoping with this last part we get a lot happen and really get into the first Lantern story arc with a bang. You know, I really hope that happens, and hopefully the first Lantern story arc is a little bit better than Third Army, because really all these Third Army people are attacking everyone, and that's pretty much it. It hasn't had a lot of story. But I think with Green Lantern Corps, it will be a good annual. So hopefully it will. Be picking up Green Lantern Corps next week. And again, this is a really solid issue. I think if you never read Guy Gardner, you won't be confused. Just know he went to jail. And I think it's a really good issue, though. It's a good continuation. And pick up Green Lantern if you only pick up Green Lantern Corps. And read Green Lantern first, because that's how it is read. So this Comic Uno, hope you guys enjoyed. I give this 4 stars. It's a solid grade. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Red Situations. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.